Your dad's pal, Maxie.
Now what?
I just heard him giving chapter and verse to Rodolfo about the summit.
Just what I need. Rodolfo's the last person who should know. He'll go straight to Duke. If Maxie hasn't blabbed to Duke already. Why are you still standing here?
What do you want me to do?
Do I have to tell you? Silence Rodolfo.
Hey, it's already under control. I got one of my guys tailing him right now.
One of your guys? Why aren't you doing it yourself? Or have you forgotten how since I promoted you?
Hey, watch how you talk to me. You want to play lady? I want to play gentleman. People don't go around giving gentlemen orders like that. Besides, you're going to need me more than ever. If and when you take over the family.
No ifs, I am taking over.
Don't be so sure of yourself. Maxie's Victor's boy. And he wouldn't have said a word to Rodolfo if he didn't have Victor's approval.
What are you telling me?
Only what it sounds like to me. My gut tells me it's a smart idea on Victor's part. You better be careful. And if my guess is right, your father's already planning a counterattack.
My father doesn't frighten me anymore. He's not like he used to be.
I wouldn't be so sure of that either.
Look at it this way. What would the Victor of old, the leader you and the others knew and feared, have done when he heard of my alleged involvement with Julian's death?
Daughter or no, he'd have had you blown away.
Exactly. At the mere hint of such a thing, the very suggestion that I could have had anything to do with the death of his son, he wouldn't have asked any questions. He would have given orders. I would have disappeared off the face of the earth and he wouldn't even have cared.
That's the way he did things.
Did. Which proves my point. In spite of all the poison that Dimitri has fed him about me, he's done absolutely nothing about it. The long, uncontested, almighty, all-powerful reign of Victor Jerome is coming to an end. He's a weak and wasted old man.
16, 17, 18, 19, 20.
What are you doing?
Yesterday it was 10 steps without the walker. Today it was 20. Tomorrow...
But why are you driving yourself like this when you should be in bed resting?
What, like an invalid? That's the picture Olivia wants to paint of me. I won't give her the satisfaction. Hey, you know she wants to destroy me.
Olivia is all I hear. You know what? I wish that I had never opened my mouth to you about her.
I thank God every day that you did.
It made you ill. It put you in here.
All the better, as it turned out. She thinks I'm going to fade away and die. Thanks to you, that's not going to happen.
But look what I put you through.
Sweetheart, don't ever blame yourself for anything that happens to me. Hey, I would have found out about Olivia's betrayal one way or another.
But can't you let it go now? If she finds out that you went against her wishes and advised Duke to attain that summit, there's going to be a bloodbath.
You chided me when I called myself a foolish old man, huh? Now it's my turn to chide you. I'm not so foolish that in my present condition I'd buck my daughter alone. I'll have help from the one person who can put everything and everyone in its place.
I'm sorry to drag you all over town like this, but we needed someplace out of the way, and I figured this is as good as any, huh? Hey. Hello? Honey, I know I gave you a bad shock. I'm sorry. Thought maybe it might have worn off by now.
I see you. I don't believe it.
Hmm. I never did get that tattoo. How can I prove it to you?
I grieved for you. I missed you. When you died,
was over.
And so I come back and find you kneeling at my grave, asking a dead man for protection. Why? What's going on? Who's trying to hurt you? While we're on the subject, who's Robert?
How can you ask me questions? I'm the one who has questions, and I deserve answers.
Yeah.
You pretended to be dead. Where were you? Why? Why are you back here?
It's a long story, okay? I'm gonna give it to you from the beginning. Can we just calm down? I'll explain it, okay?
Everything you've told me is incredible. So you say that your father did this to protect you?
Yes. He devised the plan. I played dead. Doctor went along with it. Pop had me flown out to the West Coast.
And that's where you've been all this time?
Yeah. You know, I had to recuperate. I was out of it for a long time. And then I had to sit tight and wait. It wasn't until last week that Pop called me and told me to come back here. I was just coming into the airport when I saw you. I couldn't resist. I had to follow you. I had no idea you were leading me to my own grave.
Don't make light of this.
Sorry, honey. I'm trying to make it easier for you.
I don't know why I went out there.
I do. I heard you. You're in trouble and you're scared. Now, what is it? Or who?
This is just all going too fast for me. You really want me to believe that all this time your father has known that you're alive?
Yes. Why does that surprise you? Tell me. Cheryl. Baby, I know that look. I saw it a million times before. Now, you got something on your mind. What is it?
Ask your father.
Yeah, Duke's Club. Can I help you?
Is Duke there?
Hello? I can't hear you. You
Duke,
have
it's
to
urgent.
speak up.
Give me Duke. It's urgent.
Listen, you have to talk louder. I can't hear what you're saying.
Look, I got important information for him. It's about a meeting.
Listen. I don't know who you are, but I'm Angel. I run the club here, okay? If Duke has to know anything,
Look, just tell him Rudolfo called, all right? Look, tell him I just found out when and where a summit's going to take place. Just tell him that.
Listen, that's the information he's been waiting for. Where is it at?
Look, I can't talk anymore. I'm being followed. Tell Duke I'll get back to him as soon as I can.
So you have a surprise, Sylvia?
Uh-huh. It's something I made in art class, only it's not finished yet, and I want to show it to you.
Well, you're going to show it to me. That won't be a surprise.
You know, that little girl is fast becoming a young lady.
Yeah.
But you're worried about another young lady, right?
Right again.
Well, maybe Cheryl's client is a little more difficult than she anticipated, huh?
Look, I realize this person was a right pain in the... However, I thought that at this stage she could have at least called to tell us that she's all right.
Well, why don't you call her place? Maybe she's back in Port Charles and just stopped at her place to change clothes.
Way to go, Watson. Hey.
Prove me right, eh, Holmes?
Not just a pretty face, eh?
No. There we go.
Not even a pretty face, some would say.
That's true.